I want to welcome everyone back to the channel. First and foremost, I know this probably won't get seen, but that's quite all right. I'm going to talk about it anyway. It's Jared, the 20-year recovering sex addict, 20-year recovering abusive sex addict. No filters, no edits, no redos. Channel that's not in YouTube's algorithm. Channel that never asks you to like, comment, subscribe. Channel that gets no airplay. Channel that gets no love. Never in YouTube's algorithm, as I've said many times before, but that's okay. Wouldn't have it any other way. But I love y'all. And I hope everyone's having a blessed day. Listen, I'm at 365 days of semen retention, give or take a week here or two, 3 weeks. I don't know. What I can say is people that count these days, once you've reached a certain point, if you're sitting there telling me this is your 659th day, I'm going to be a little skeptical, because if you're really on this journey is now a lifestyle, and you're not going to keep up with the days. So that's why I said give or take a few weeks here and there. I'm not really sure. It's been so long, I'm really not paying attention. But I know on the last upload, I was knocking on 1,000. I mean, not 1,000, but I was knocking on a full year. And I think it's about that. I'm not sure. But when you choose to rewire your brain, right, you realize something. Same something I got laughed at at work. Not really laughed at, but I wouldn't call it that. I wouldn't call made fun of, but just people looked at me crazy, a little peculiar. Like, Jared, man, I gotta release, man. That's crazy. How do you do that? I don't know. But what I can say is porn is demonic. Pornography is a portal. And once you open that door, you open that portal. Not everything that you see, especially on that computer screen, not everyone is a human being. And I know this is going to go over a lot of people's heads. I know some people aren't going to believe me, but I'm being serious. Not everything staring back at you is a human being. When you look at that stuff, you might be looking at marine life, marine beings, things that are out there that you really don't understand, because the spiritual realm is a lot more realer than what you see with your two eyes when you go outside, man. I know it's going to go over so many people's heads. Everything out here is designed to keep you disconnected from you. Keep you disconnected from the spirit. And when you're disconnected from the spirit, you're living in the flesh. I was raised at a time where in order to see a bare body, to see the female body in the nude, you'd have to be looking at cable, watching cable after 9, 10 o'clock. Now porn is free. Does anyone see the significance between the two? You have to be careful what you let in, what you listen to, what you watch, everything. When people say and don't believe that I'm 44 years old, I'll be 45 next year. Diet, fasting, and semen retention plays such a key part in that. But the most important is retention, is living in the spirit. I don't have any gray hairs. Your skin will shine. Your voice may be a little bit deeper. All these things, man. But your connection to God will be so strong. You'll be able to see things some people don't. Because the connection to your spiritual side is closed, man. And that's what the world wants. That's what the world feeds off of. And sometimes when you watch porn, that's what those demons feed off too. They feed off your energy. When, as a man, when you ejaculate to that stuff, you give them your energy. I know this is going to go over so many people's heads, man. Y'all don't understand. Well, please understand, not everything you see out here is human. Not every person is human. And when you watch that type of content, sometimes you're opening doors that you can't close, and sometimes you're watching things that you may not understand. So you got to refrain from it. People don't get attacked because the devil's already got you. You're not going to see these things until you choose to stop doing them. It is what it is, though. Maybe y'all believe me, maybe you don't. Regardless, I'm not gonna stop speaking. You know my name, you know my channel. Discernment over delusion. Live and stand for something greater than one's own self-gratification, man. I love y'all. I love y'all. And I'm out.